It's truly a sad day when government officials are permitted to ban the American flag on a public high school campus. Unfortunately, that is what happened on May 5, 2010 at a public high school in California. And worse yet, the Ninth Circuit, the most liberal appellate court in the U.S., said it was okay. But we're fighting back, and we need your help. There is no doubt that this is a critically important case for all Americans. In this lawsuit, we are representing several courageous California students who flatly refused to dishonor the American flag and were punished as a result in direct violation of their First Amendment rights. Here's what happened. On May 5, 2010, school officials from Live Oak High School in the Morgan Hill Unified School District, located in Northern California, prevented our clients, 3 high school students, from wearing American flag t-shirts on campus because the officials did not want to offend Mexican students on their day. That day, some students at the school were celebrating a holiday known as Cinco de Mayo. School officials approved the Cinco de Mayo celebration, which was co-sponsored by Muise, a school-sanctioned student group. Have you ever heard of Muise? Muise is an acronym in Spanish that refers to a student movement that rejects the assimilation of Chicanos into American culture. In other words, this student group is a separatist group that rejects America. What's more, despite banning the American flag, school officials permitted the Muise students participating in the Cinco de Mayo celebration to wear clothing that had the colors of the Mexican flag. Yes, you heard that correctly. School officials permitted this separatist, anti-American student group to express a pro-Mexico message, but prohibited the American students from expressing a pro-America message by wearing clothing bearing the image of our flag. The American flag-wearing students had been on campus for over 3 hours and attended at least 2 classroom periods as well as homeroom without any disruptions when a school official saw them and ordered them to turn their American flag shirts inside out. When the students refused to disrespect the American flag, the school official directed them to the principal's office, where the students were held for over 90 minutes and lectured on the importance of Cinco de Mayo. Despite being berated by school officials for more than an hour, the students stood firm and refused to remove their American flag shirts. As a result, they were ordered to leave the school, prompting the filing of this civil rights lawsuit. Indeed, the evidence uncovered during the depositions that I took overwhelmingly showed that school officials intentionally restricted the students' speech on May 5, 2010, because they believed that the pro-America message conveyed by the students' patriotic clothing would offend some Mexican students since it was Cinco de Mayo, their day, as one school official testified. Unfortunately, but not necessarily surprising, 3-judge panel of the Ninth Circuit held that the school district's ban on the American flag shirts was permissible. Rest assured, we won't let this offensive ruling stand unchallenged. In fact, we just took the next step by filing a petition to have the full court, an 11-judge panel of the Ninth Circuit, review and ultimately reverse this outrageous 3-judge ruling. And with your help, we'll take this case all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court if necessary. Because as I am sure you'll agree, banning this symbol of freedom, our American flag, in a public school can never be justified. Despite this horrible ruling, there is some good news. We should all be encouraged by the fact that these young students had the courage to stand up and fight for our country and our First Amendment freedoms. Would you? Indeed, our rights only have meaning if we are willing to fight for them. And that is precisely what the American Freedom Law Center is doing every day. May God bless you, and may He continue to bless America.